Welcome. Come, let's find our center. Quiet your minds. Today, we're going on a journey into an ancient time to uncover a truth that you can't learn from a book, but one you can feel right here in your heart. We're going to explore the true nature of courage.
So I want you to hold this question with you as we go. Is courage just not being afraid, or is it something else, something much, much deeper? The story we're about to dive into, it holds the key. Our story begins in the ancient, vibrant city of Benares. It's here that we meet two souls whose paths are about to cross in a truly profound way. A wealthy merchant and an enlightened Buddha. Now this merchant, he wasn't your ordinary man of wealth. He was a dedicated practitioner of the 5 training steps. You know, the commitment to not harm, not steal, to not engage in misconduct, not lie, and to not become intoxicated. This discipline, it meant that his fortune didn't own him. He saw it simply as a tool for good. And this philosophy for him wasn't just some nice thought. It was his entire way of life. He actually set up dining halls at all 4 gates of the city, offering food freely to anyone who needed it. He wasn't doing it for fame or recognition, but from a deep, compassionate desire to help every single being he could. The second figure in our story is a truly profound one, a silent Buddha. He was enlightened, you see, meaning he experienced all of life as one unified whole. But he was silent because he understood that the world just wasn't ready to hear the truth he embodied. So, you have this perfect setup for an act of pure generosity. But, as you know, where there is great light, a shadow is often cast. An obstacle was about to appear, and it would be a true test of the merchant's resolve. Think about this. After 7 full days of deep meditation with no food or water, the silent Buddha was perilously weak. He made his way to the merchant's mansion, as was the custom, to receive some food. His very life depended on this one single offering. But a shadow was watching, Mara, a being who rules through the fear of death that grips almost all mortals. You see, an enlightened Buddha has no fear, so they're beyond Mara's grasp. And Mara, seeing a chance to extinguish this brilliant light, decided to intervene. His plan was as simple as it was cruel. Right between the servant and the Buddha, Mara created a vision of hell itself, a huge, terrifying pit of burning coals. One by one, the servants saw this horrifying sight and just fled, completely terrified, unable to complete their good deed. When all of his servants came running back in sheer terror, the merchant knew this wasn't some ordinary thing. He understood that a powerful force was at work, and he decided, okay, I'll face this myself. The merchant saw this obstacle for exactly what it was. It wasn't a stop sign. It was a test of his commitment. He understood that Mara was trying to stop this good deed, but he also knew the strength of his own resolve. He took the food himself and walked right toward that fire. The merchant looked up and saw Mara floating there in the sky, and he confronted him. And Mara admitted his whole goal, to stop the offer, let the Buddha perish, and prevent the merchant from taking one more step on the path to enlightenment, a path that would free him from Mara's control forever. And right there, the true conflict was laid bare. This wasn't man versus monster. It was a battle of fundamental forces. It was Mara's power, which is forged from fear and control, against the merchant's strength, found in his selfless, unwavering determination to give. So, the stage was set. The Lord of Fear had laid his trap, and the merchant, holding just a simple bowl of food, made his choice. And in that one choice, everything was about to change. And here it is. This is the heart of the matter. In his absolute resolve to save the Buddha, the merchant's focus on his own safety, his own life, his own self, it completely vanished. And when the self is forgotten, fear has nowhere left to stand. And in that fearless moment, a miracle happened. As he stepped toward the fire, a giant, cool lotus blossom rose right out of the flames to catch his foot. Standing safely in its center, covered in this golden hollow, he reached across the pit and placed the food right into the silent Buddha's bowl. With that one single, selfless act, Mara's power was broken. His illusion of fear was shattered by the reality of pure generosity. He had lost. The danger had passed, but the lesson was just beginning. The merchant, still standing on that miraculous lotus, turned to his followers, who had watched this whole thing in complete awe. He explained to them that practicing virtues, like those 5 training steps, it actually purifies the mind. And it is this purity of intention, this selflessness, that gives an act of generosity its true power. It transforms it from just a simple exchange into a life-altering event.
You see, this ancient parable isn't just some story from the past. It's a living roadmap for each and every one of us, right here, right now. So let's look at the lesson it holds for you.
The lessons are so clear for us to see. First, understand that true giving, it demands courage. Know that every wholesome deed you perform is a step on your own path. Realize that the ultimate key to conquering fear is to forget the self. And always, always remember, your commitment to doing good is a force more powerful than any obstacle.
Please remember this. When you act from a place of pure compassion to help the weak, the poor, the suffering, the benefit is twofold. You bring light into their lives, yes, but you also illuminate the path for your own. So I leave you with this, the ultimate teaching of our story. When you set out to do good in this world, do not let fear hold you back. Trust the purity of your intention. Trust the strength of your heart. My friends,